Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvin, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's Batchery prompt is number 77. You're part of a team of supervillains tasked with guarding a freighter's cargo, which wakes up mid-voyage. Okay. Do they have powers, these supervillains? Let's assume so. Modest. Not too wild, too crazy. You don't have like the Hulk or Magneto or I don't know, Darkseid on the ship. It's just a team of supervillains. Freelance, freelance scumbags who are on this ship, supposed to guard a package. Don't open the package. Keep it strapped down. The ship's going from Alpha to Beta. It'll take a few weeks to cross the ocean. Then the thing wakes up. You were told that it would be placed under like some sort of stasis. It couldn't break out. Seems quiet. You're watching it 24/7 because the money's good, and it breaks out. And it starts slashing and hacking the crew. Communications break down. The boat breaks down. And you realize it's a setup. Yeah, that's how I'd write it. It's a setup. Halfway out to sea, far away from any shipping lanes, you're stuck on a boat. None of you's a brain. And anybody who knew how to fix the ship or even how to steer the damn thing dies like that. They just all fall over dead. It's a perfect setup. Someone, maybe to get revenge, maybe to test this thing, you don't know, but leaves a bunch, like maybe 5 supervillains against this monster. It's like Predator on open water. And what does this thing do? Is it a super weapon? And I would say maybe the normal movie cliche is 1, maybe 2 of you survive. No. All of you survive. Because one of you just happens to be a psychic. And one of you, while not a genius, you do love peering into people's minds and like copying their skills. So you know how to fix the boat and you share the knowledge around and you say, okay, look, guys, we're going to fight as a team. All right. You hear me? We're fighting as a team. It's very imperative. Do not run off on your own. I know we're all independent minded bastards, but listen to me very carefully. We're in a horror movie cliche. The only asset we have right now is this Psylink right here. Boom. So I'm going to keep it up and I'm not going to drop it. If I die, all of us dies. Whenever one of us dies, the rest of us might die too. That's the downside of a Psylink. Yeah. So nobody dies. If any of us die, we all die. Now, let's put our heads together and kill this freaking thing. And then find the people responsible, kill them, and maybe get paid or maybe even double paid for our time and effort and suffering and mental anguish. Then kill the people responsible. And they put their heads together and they somehow beat this multi-billion-dollar genetic thing out of spite just because. And they're outclassed except for that Psylink. The creature is bigger, stronger, faster, and everything like that. They drown the damn thing. Or they manage to blow it up, pen it under something. They actually deliver it alive, but basically squished, or they deliver it alive in multiple pieces that they keep from regenerating. Like they literally lock it in different parts of the ship, and the whole time it's alive, it's trying to rebind. It's like, we're not falling for that again. And they deliver the damn things like, okay, you're paying us triple. Or we tear down your corporation. We spend a while figuring out, what your corporate fronts are, while we were waiting to get delivered because maybe one of you is a hacker, or maybe one of you has a satellite phone and makes some calls to your genius friends, and folks get wind of what happened, and apparently you're not the first crew guarding the first shipment. They were doing weapons tests for months. You're just the first one to survive. So you put the word out. These guys are suckering people in, and whatever happens, don't take the job. And you curry favor among supervillains, and you actually start your own merc firm based on this catastrophe. That's how I'd write it. How would you write it? Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out talesunlimited.net. That's where the podcasts are. Two of them. There's the Batchery Daily Prompt and the Disturbing Thought of the Day. Both are daily prompts. Also, please check out the commerce links, book links on the website. They will take you to the books. They're on Amazon. Um, they're available as print and as ebook. What are they? Well, let's see. There is the Batchery series, 200 writing prompts and a little wisdom on how to write that first novel. Now, it's meant for those of us who may have wasted years of our lives trying to write a novel with not that much to show for it except stubborn appreciation for writing novels. And the Batchery series has a system, and if you go through this system, and it is challenging, you'll come out of it the other side with books to sell, a business to build, possibly a way to build your own fan base while you're working on your first novel. On top of that, there are resources there in those prompts that are useful for any type of storyteller. So whether you're just an evil GM looking for fun on a Saturday night, to a short story writer, game designer, comic book writer, screenwriter, or you're a novelist, you've written a bunch of books, you have your own system, you don't need mine, fine. But 200 unusual writing prompts in a novelist's hands, who knows what you can do with it, right? Take one of them and just run away with it. You may have a best-selling series of books. Then there are the anthologies, two of them. Think New School Twilight Zone, 25 stories in each book. The themes are Unheroics about unlikely heroes saving the day. The Book of Schemes is about schemes. Let me give you an example of both. Unheroic, there's a story called The Invisible Empire, where this mad genius, he's dying, so he decides to take over the world anyway. And he does it in such a way that, at least in his mind, he makes the world better. But here's the kick. When he takes over the world, he has to kill himself to make it work. Unlikely hero, yeah. And then a book of schemes, all types of schemes, diabolical, twisted, funny, whatever. Okay, you're the last wizard on Earth. You're walking along the boardwalk and you run across a case of cyber demonic possession. You know, people like download some malware on occasion. Well, what if your malware is a demon and it's threatening the world? And this wizard decides to stop it the only way he knows how. And things get messy from there. And then there is the novel series that I finally wrote, working on different novels since I was a kid. I think I was 9 when I got started. It's called I, Villain. It's about a fellow named Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, dude in a suit. A year after he helps kill 99% of all heroes on the planet, he finds himself in an odd pickle. See, this guy's a world-class fixer. He has hundreds of mercenaries, billions of dollars, tons of connections, used by all sides of the law. Even demons use this guy. And he doesn't care about right or wrong, what I'm using my services for, basically. What matters is the job real, is the money real. Well, after someone tries to screw him over, then gets killed for it, this longtime client's very powerful friends put him in a really messed up situation where he has to make amends. So he loses his business, he loses his money, then he's forced to fight crime in a place worse than Gotham. Skip a night, you die. Leave town, you die. Anyone helps you, they die. His life expectancy is a joke. But luckily, he doesn't tell anybody about his past, including the powers he's trying not to ever use. And now he has to come out of the retirement, come out back into the light, and he does it a little too well because with no heroes around, tons of villains around, some of them trying to take over or destroy the world, he expands his business from, solo vigilante to, I have a new outfit called I, Villain, and I'm going to fight evil. I'm going to kill the worst of them, and I'm going to take their stuff, because billionaires tend to be mad geniuses. I mean, you don't really have broke people trying to destroy or take over the world. They tend to have money, so that's what he does. Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Till tomorrow.